Today we're going to look at a slightly more involved sum of cubes factoring problem. So we're going to factor the polynomial 8x cubed plus 125. We know this is sum of cubes. We're going to go ahead and be recalling that template because we have two perfect cubes that are connected by addition. So recall the template is a cubed plus b cubed. Check the video description for links that will take you to a general description of this and work through the template with you. But for now, we're going to recall that the template is a binomial and a trinomial. We have a, b, a squared, ab, b squared. Okay, and because we're dealing with a sum of cubes, SOAP, this little acronym right here, helps us remember which way to put in our signs connecting all of these terms from the template. So we're referencing the original sign right here. Our first one is the same, so addition. Our second one is opposite, the O in SOAP, so subtraction. And the AP tells us always positive for the last little connection point. So this template will be what we use to factor our polynomial. So let's go ahead and define A and B. So A is going to be coming from our first term, 8x cubed. So just take the cube root of that. We know that 2x is going to be the cube root of that. Think if you cube 2x, you get back 8x cubed. And then for b, here's b cubed. We just take the cube root of that to identify b, so we know 5 will be b. And now we're ready to put this information in and get our example factored. All right, so we've got binomial, we've got trinomial, and we're following this template that we wrote out for ourselves with our a and our b. So a is 2x. We said it's the same sign, so put a plus. And then b is 5. Then we have, be careful here, it's the whole term 2x squared, just showing that briefly off to the right. So that's going to be 4x squared. Common mistake is to forget to actually square the coefficient. All right, so we have a squared and then minus a times b, so 2x times 5 gives 10x. And then plus, because of the always positive, b squared, so 5 squared is 25. And here we have factored our sum of cubes polynomial. Now, a quick reminder, this trinomial, the 4x squared minus 10x plus 25, that will never be able to be factored. That's going to give you imaginary solutions. So when you start solving there, don't worry about trying to factor that trinomial. It doesn't factor. Go ahead and use the quadratic formula. So that's just looking ahead if you're solving. But for now, we have factored the polynomial. If you feel comfortable, go ahead and go on to other examples. If you want to confirm that you have factored correctly, say you aren't positive that you remember the template, you can always multiply these two polynomials. It'll take a minute, but it's great if you want to be sure. So we'll do that very quickly. I'll just show it off to the bottom in green. So we have 2x times 4x squared, that gives 8x cubed. 2x times negative 10x, so minus 20x squared. 2x times 25, so plus 50x. All right, next one, we have a plus 20x squared. I'm going to show this on the next line so we can see how it lines up. 5 times negative 10x minus 50x, and 5 times 25. All right, so you can see a quick double check here. The 20x squared terms cancel, the 50x terms cancel, and we have proved that our factoring is correct because we got back to our original polynomial. So hopefully this example helps you feel confident in using the sum of cubes factoring technique. Work on it, practice with some examples. Once you've done a few, it'll really become second nature. So good luck, and be sure to check out further examples.